But first and foremost, leaders are readers, right? No question about it. Reading is one of the most important things that we can do. There's an old saying that goes, a person that does not read is no better off than a person that cannot read. I'll say that again. A person that does not read is no better off than a person that cannot read. So I will share from time to time as we go through different books that I read. I will share those with you. I know some of you that were here last month saw this book, as well as some of these others I'm going to share. This book will change your outlook on investing. It will change your outlook on wealth. And just a quick request, if I could ask everybody to mute yourselves while I share, that would be wonderful. So yeah, I want to encourage you, if you haven't gotten this book, you want to get this one. And then as far as time management goes, I mean, this does not have everything you need for time management, but I will tell you, it teaches you the value of time. And we're going to be covering time management in depth, and I mean in depth, next month on so many different levels. But when we're trying to get so much done in business, life, it is so important that we utilize the most important commodity that we have properly, and that is time. Every little arrow in the quiver when it comes to time management will be a major, major help. And I just want to encourage you to get that book. For those of us that are trying to walk in the master's footsteps, that master being Jesus Christ, this book right here really, really gave me the guidance to apply God's wisdom to my life on a daily basis. And for those of you that don't know, I read Proverbs. Proverbs has 31 chapters, written by King Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived. And I will read a chapter a day for 31 days, usually a couple times a year. So I know Proverbs very well. This book really, really unpacks Proverbs and teaches us how to apply it to our daily lives. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't gotten that one, to get it. And then whenever a book says over 15 million copies sold, and this book was bought back in 2007. So I can assure you this is a good one, guys. You hear me talk about it and refer to it all the time. And I just want to, proverb a day keeps the fool me away. I love that, Gabriel. That's awesome. Yeah. So 7 Habits of Effective People. Honestly, this book is a game changer. It talks about living a principle-centered life. This will change you, and it is a once-a-year read for many years. I'm currently going back through this one again, quite honestly. I've probably been through it, the paper version, 5 or 6 times, at least 6 times. But I've listened to it numerous times on Audible, as well as back in the day I had the CDs for this, before Audible even existed. So just want to encourage you, I can't stress enough, the nice thing about this book is you can flip to habit number 2 and just read it independently of the whole book and do a refresher. I love that. I am going cover to cover right now, about 150 pages in. Just want to encourage you, even if you've read this one before, pick it back up. Let this be your sign that you really do need to revisit this one, and let it change your life the way that it changed mine. It just makes me a better person, much better person to be around, and a much better person to live out the principles that I think are important in my life. So readers are leaders, okay? Number 2, Audible. I know, again, I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody probably has the Audible app on their phone, but I'm going to tell you, I have the Audible app, and I have hundreds of books in my Audible that I've listened to. But just about every single one of them, I have a paper version. I don't know about you, even with the 10-second rewind button on my earpiece or on my car, I still don't get or absorb what I get out of reading a book when I underline, I highlight, I reread from Audible as I do a paper version of the book. So everybody's going to learn different. I know some of you are saying, what are you talking about? I totally get it, but there is no way that I would just do Audible. But remember, a person that does not read is no better off than a person that cannot read, okay? Audible is a great sidekick to reading, but it is not the main gig for me.